What is up, everyone? We are back with another episode of Smoke and Meteoras, the show where we talk about the moments that matter and the struggles talents face on the rise. This week, I am so excited to introduce to you guys Jess fucking Moss. Thanks so much for joining me today, Jess. How you doing?
Oh, thanks for asking me to do it. I haven't been doing much. It's a fresh air.
I mean, JB told me about you. I checked out some of your work and I was like, yeah, she's a badass. I need her.
Oh, yay.
Well,
Thank you.
of course. So I start every episode off the same way, and it is with this question. What is the dumbest thing you have done for wrestling?
Started wrestling. um, I don't know. I feel like I've done a lot of dumb shit, but to everybody else in the world, it's probably not dumb to them. Like me jumping is just a bad idea all around. So I think that's pretty dumb of me. I'm terrified of heights.
Yeah, there's a lot more wrestlers that are afraid of heights than I thought there were.
Oh, I don't even like top rope stuff. So if you look at any of my matches, I do not go past that second rope.
All right, so let's go back to the very, very beginning. What was your first connection to wrestling and what made it click for you?
My first connection, like I seen it bits and pieces probably as a kid on TV and didn't realize what I was watching. I didn't actually physically see wrestling and like pay attention to it till about like 2008, and I was like 14, and my sister took me to the arena in Philly, to the ECW arena, to watch CZW, and it was Best of the Best, and that was the year Lufisto was in it, Drake Younger, Black Cheese when he was still Sabian. Um, I think Mickey was doing a non-tournament match, and it was a death match. And I feel like once I seen like Lufisto and Mickey, that was I was hooked from there. I mean, besides the guys doing it, but it was like, oh shit, that's cool.
Especially
But
from a woman's perspective. I mean, back then, women, it was a very male dominant sport, and
yeah, it
women
was
weren't getting
basically like from
opportunities
what
like
I
this.
knew, it was just them.
Yeah,
So it
women
was
weren't getting
pretty.
those opportunities.
Yeah, it was pretty snazzy to see him there. And then after that, I was hooked going there every month with my sister and my cousin. So,
So, when did you realize that you didn't just want to watch it in the crowd, but you wanted to be a part of it?
it took quite a while. Honestly, I think if it wasn't for me breaking up with my ex boyfriend, I never probably would have came back to wrestling shows and said, "Fuck it, I'm gonna do it just for something to
So,
do."
yeah, no, absolutely. So, did you always see women in wrestling as something you could become, or was it something that more kind of took its time and something you had to mold yourself into?
Um, like seeing them, I was like, "Oh shit, cool! Like that means I can do it too." Um, but to push me to train, I don't think it was really so much them. I think it was so much of I already knew they did it, so let me try it, and if it's for me, yay. If not, well, I'll just go fuck myself.
Well, when you did eventually find out that it was for you, what was it to you at the time? What did wrestling mean to you back then?
um, mm, it was it. See, the problem was it started as just something to keep my mind busy and keep me from doing very dumb shit out in the woods and being drunk all the time. I'm not an alcoholic, I swear. But I started hanging out in bars a lot, and yeah, that's not good for nobody.
It's
But
not
it
good for
definitely,
anyone. I
I
agree.
definitely realized I could do it, and I was like, oh shit. And I'm cursing a lot. I'm sorry,
It's allowed. You're fine.
but after that, it just became like I guess I'd say a little more freeing. Like I felt tougher. I felt like this badass, even though I'm not. But
So, walking into training, what was it like, especially being a woman walking into your first day of training?
uh To be fair, I think I was the only one training. There was another girl, but she moved on to H2O right after that. So it was only me for like a week. And then lo and behold, my future husband over here walked in and we started training together, and it definitely wasn't intimidating. Homicide is not someone that makes training intimidating, makes being a female makes it intimidating, nothing. If anything, he makes it a lot more simpler, like headspace wise, and explaining. It took a little bit to understand him, but definitely makes it 10 times easier.
So, did you feel like you had to prove yourself immediately within those first couple of weeks?
More so to D than actual training. Like, how, you walk into training and you see homicide. Yeah, I feel like I got a lot to prove. But um as far as like my class, it was a very small class, so I feel like I didn't really have much to prove besides to like myself, if that makes any sense.
I get that. So, were there moments early on in your career where you felt like you were underestimated?
Yes and no. I think mainly because you're just starting out and you just want to like go balls to the wall. Um, but in the same token, I felt like I had a. I don't want to say I had a chip on my shoulder, but coming in, I started training. Did training with homicide for I think 3 years off and on. Unfortunately, our school closed, so then we went over to H2O, and lo and behold, I found out I was pregnant. So I couldn't even train any further. So by the time I was actually able to get to my first match, I was able to fuck around and get my feeling back and all that. So I definitely felt like, hey, I'm ready to go. I need to do this. Come on. But once that first match hit, I was like, yep, nope, I ain't shit.
So, what is something that people don't understand about being a woman starting out in training?
You definitely need to learn on a curve, especially if your teacher is not a woman. I've been concussed from a back elbow. I've become the guinea pig for every little thing you want to be shown, everything. So you definitely need to realize, hey, I can't learn it. Like, if you're like me, I'm super short. You definitely need some modifications along the way.
So, how did some of those experiences in training shape your mindset going forward in your career?
My mindset, at least towards like myself in wrestling, I realized, hey, I'm short, but I'm a little strong. Not as strong as I'd like to be. I kind of give myself beer muscles every now and then, and I've learned my lesson. But I am not a high flyer by any means. I realize that. I am not the super technical and all that. I just realized, hey, you're gonna stay low to the ground and you're just gonna beat people up. You're not gonna be that spectacular person.
So, when I found you through your deathmatch work. So, what drew you towards deathmatch wrestling specifically?
If I'm gonna be very, very much honest here, it was Mickey Knuckles getting her lady bits stapled. And that was legit the first thing I said when she was in the H2O locker room for the first time. I was like, hey, yeah, that's the first thing I seen of you, and I've loved you since. But that's one of the things that gravitated me towards it. I think it was more the adrenaline rush that it gave me, even as a fan, and that only heightened doing it. So, yeah.
I I mean, I myself obviously am not a wrestler, but I've been drawn to the deathmatch world myself, and coincidentally, Mickey Knuckles was what really sparked my interest in deathmatch too.
Oh,
Um,
she's a class of her own, man.
Absolutely. So I'm from Massachusetts, and Beyond is like our local promotion, and one of the years that they did Restival, a
Oh,
promotion from down south had came up, and there was a death match between her and another woman I'm not going to mention on the show because fuck her. But
oh,
that match happened, and I had already been familiar with the other person she wrestled, but not her. And after that match that night, I was like, "Yo, I love Mickey Knuckles. This death match stuff, I need to know more." And then I kind of deep dove, and then with my ADHD, I gave up on it like 3 weeks later. But then ICW happened to come back the next year, and I've been stuck with it ever since.
oh, I feel bad for you. You're a fan of Danny DeMontos.
So what was yeah, was stepping into deathmatch like a difficult decision for you to make, or was that kind of the route you knew you needed to take?
That was definitely the route I knew I was going to end up taking. I didn't think it was going to happen so quick. Um, being trained the way I was, and I it was kind of like, don't do it, don't do it. And then we went to H2O, and it was just like, oh, here you go. I was like, sweet. Went through a door. There I go. You're stuck with me now.
So when you did start to make that transition, did people question that choice, or like how did your friends and family feel about that?
My mom called me stupid. Um,
It's most moms.
yeah. Uh, this one was supportive because he was already kind of dabbling and doing. Um, my friends were just like, I don't get it. Like the ones that didn't like watch wrestling or anything like that. Uh, but other than that, like the locker room supportive, trainer supportive. Original trainer was like, I don't think you're ready, but I know you're gonna do it. And I'm like, you're damn right, I'm gonna do it.
So what did deathmatch, or now what does deathmatch mean to you beyond what people see on the surface?
uh, lately, as definitely as of lately, where I haven't been really doing much, it was my escape. Um, clearly being a mom and being
Speaking of moms, my mom just popped in the chat.
well, hi mom.
Hi, mom.
It definitely became an escape from going to work, coming home, cooking dinner, making sure the 5-year-old's all right, and getting homework done now that she's in school. Just like I was looking forward to that weekend, deathmatch or not, and yeah, and the deathmatch just kind of added to it because it let me take a lot of anger out.
So, what is something that you believe is misunderstood about the art of deathmatch?
um, we're people. We're not human pincushions. We
And
got
how did
feelings
stepping
too.
into that space change how you saw yourself as a person, not just as a wrestler?
Um, like I always felt like I was like every friend group had that one tough chick. I always knew that was like me, but then it kind of just like kind of stuck it to it. Like, yeah, I am this badass broad.
So, getting more into the matches in your career, did you ever feel like you had to work twice as hard to be taken seriously?
With the locker room we had, no. I didn't really venture out of H2O much. And if it was another promotion, it was inside H2O. The one time I did come up to Focus Pro, oh, they didn't even bat an eyelash. I'm just another person there.
They're
But
so good with their locker room.
Oh, they definitely are. I love every single one of them, and I've only met them once.
So, how do you take care of yourself after intense matches, whether it be physically or mentally?
Physically, I sit my fat ass up in the tub for like 3 hours, and
Felt.
then I don't leave the couch unless the kid wants me. But
So, was there ever a match or an experience that you think changed how people saw you going forward?
I don't think it was anything specific per se. I just think once people seen it kind of start clicking in my head that I finally kind of found myself. I still don't think I found myself, but where you can kind of see it more in my matches. I think it was more the confidence boost that kind of helped along the way, because I'm not that person that'll you can come up and tell me a million times, "Oh, that was a great match." I'm no, you're lying. You're lying. Like, but I think once I seen it physically myself, that it changed the whole game for me.
So, was there a moment that made you proud of yourself just beyond the physical side of wrestling?
Um, I think seeing the physicals of it, but the one specific match I realized, like, holy shit, like I'm not half bad, but like I think I'm actually something more than what I am. Like, I don't know any other way to really word it, or I'm terrible with words. Um, but it was just like, oh, these people like me. Oh, like that. Okay, this is a thing. Okay, we're moving on.
So, speaking of a sense of going back to an earlier question where people would compliment you on your matches and stuff, did you feel like you kind of had a sense of like imposter syndrome and that you maybe didn't belong?
Oh, that's everyday life for me. Yeah, that's more than wrestling.
Yeah, I get that. But in that sense, do you feel that you definitely belong now and what does belonging mean to you?
I don't think I'll ever feel like I belong, to be honest with you. Especially with even H2O closed what, like a year ago? Um, just in that year alone, there's been a few people I feel like that have surpassed me, that now have more popularity than me. They're better than me. It's a constant revolving thing. So I feel like, in a sense, like once I see somebody like in those deathmatch groups, we're not going to talk about which one because I know the whole war, but every once in a while I'll see somebody tag me and I'll just be like, oh, people care about me. That's cool. That's been a while.
So, what is something that people don't see about what wrestlers go through either physically or mentally, whether it be on the road or just in a match or training or just the wrestling life in general?
What people don't see,
Yep.
um, mentally, I I was saying this on Dewey's podcast.
We love Dewey here. Shout
We
out to Dewey and the Superstar.
we do,
So
but
I Superstar Spotlight, that's what it's called. I feel
yeah,
terrible.
I I'll be honest with you, I can't read it with the font, and I've told him that. But um, like, at least mental wise, I feel like deathmatch wrestlers all have a form of trauma, and I feel like that's partially what helps them get into the deathmatch and like go through it and still be okay at the end of it. Um, whatever mine may be, I'm still trying to figure that the fuck out. But just like everyday life, mentally, nothing prepares you for a death match. Nothing prepares you for that ride home either. Um, but I don't think people put into perspective like, hey, we still got to go to work and we still have to live our daily lives. Like we're not just here to feed the bloodlust. What? Talking shit already. Um like we still got to, live our normal lives. It's
Yeah.
it's not a bloodlust thing.
And even going back to the whole trauma topic, even everybody goes through something at some point in their life, and everybody tends to look for a vice, and I feel deathmatch is a vice to some of the talent that are out there.
Oh,
So
whether it be watching it or doing it, yeah. I
exactly. I mean,
definitely
hey,
agree.
it's better than doing drugs. I'll give them that.
Exactly. I mean, some
So
mix it, but to each their own.
exactly. But going further into it, how do you take care of yourself after intense match? Oh wait, did I already ask that?
Oh yeah, my fat ass goes in the tub.
Yeah, I definitely asked that already. So we're gonna go to the next one. So, what is the emotional toll of doing deathmatch style wrestling?
um, do you, I, see, I'm a weird one because I get told I'm not very full of emotion as it is. I
Understandable.
apparently I'm a heartless bitch, and I'm not. I swear.
You
I
don't seem
care.
like it.
I do care. Um, After matches, like it besides the obvious uh physical aspect of it, like if I hear that my daughter wants to go do something, she wants to go to the park, and we're kind of all hung up at home, just like we're dead on the couches and stuff, and emotionally that kind of messes me up a little bit. um there's been weekends we went and did wrestling, and I missed something of my daughter's first, whether it's the stupidest little things. I get super emotional over her, and ew, it's bad. It's mainly around my daughter that it's the super emotional side of me.
Absolutely. So, have you had a moment where you felt like you ever needed to step back and reflect whether this was the route you should continue taking or maybe step back at a point?
I'm partially still in it, if I'm being honest. um
1000%.
that big closing, it was just like, oh, what are we all gonna do? But me specifically, I was kind of like, you know and I would complain a lot, and then it's like, well, why do you still do it if you're gonna complain this much? So that closing was kind of like a blessing in disguise. I just didn't know it'd still be lasting this long. um like I see my friends wrestle, I see him wrestle, and I'm just like, I really want to do it again. And then I'll get a booking or somebody will talk to me about something, and I was just like, do I really want to do it? And I try to find a way out of it all the time. I'm terrible with that. Very terrible.
So, what is something that your wrestling journey has taught you about yourself?
That I really shouldn't be so hard on myself. I am number one bully to myself, and I really need to stop that shit.
And what is something that keeps you grounded through all of it?
That little 5-year-old upstairs.
All right. So, do you feel like you're helping change how people viewed women in the deathmatch space?
I would like to think I do. What I give off, like when I am like doing my interests in the wrestling, I kind of give off that vibe of the heartless bitch, and but it's like once people like if I come out when the show's over and I talk to people, I hope that they're like, oh, this she's actually nice and sweet. Oh, there's nice and sweet people out there that do this. We're not all assholes.
1000%. So, what do you want people to understand when they watch back your matches?
That half the time I'm bitching and complaining, but I still do it.
I'm the same way. The same way. We get busy at work, and I'm like, fuck, I don't want to do this shit. Why are people ordering so much right now? But
Oh yeah,
I still get
yeah.
it done.
That's me. That's me to a T. Life and wrestling. I bitch, but I do.
Exactly. So, what is something that you wished people would stop assuming about women in wrestling in general?
Mm, I would say that it's not all tits and ass, but I think we're past that point. Even though it is still very sexualized. But that's our
Definitely.
own doing at this point, I think. um I mean, like, I guess just I guess it's the anything you can do, we can do better situation.
Hell yeah.
Women are
So,
hell bent.
yeah. But what does women representation mean to you personally in the wrestling world?
So, I see both sides of it. I understand like the whole why people don't want intergender, but I also see why it helps. So I'm like a happy medium when it comes to that. Like I don't care. I personally I love the intergender. I like wrestling men over women. Besides Mickey, I have fun every day of the week anytime I wrestle her. But I think it's more the preference of it, and that's just wrestling. It's your preference. You can't complain if there somebody's not booking someone just because they're a female or like along those lines.
Yeah,
I feel like that didn't answer the question at all.
I'll take it. So, what would you say to other women who are thinking of stepping into wrestling, especially deathmatch?
Be prepared. Um, like that. I don't want to say, oh, the training was the easy part. It wasn't, but no one prepares you for. Yeah, you're a deathmatch like female that can do this, and the group is growing. There's more and more every day, but the margin is still so slim. Somebody's still gonna pick a female over you, no matter who you are. And the death match is even only smaller. So,
No.
uh, step into my shoes. Don't get butthurt all the time.
So, what kind of impact do you hope to leave on the scene when you leave?
Honestly, I wouldn't mind if I don't leave an impact. I'm okay if everybody forgets me. Um, but if I do leave an impact, that see that one's hard. That at least I went out fighting and kicking, punching and fight. I didn't stand down. I guess.
All right. I mean, in even especially being a woman who has done intergender matches, that work alone speaks for itself with
Yeah,
any woman.
I'd like to hope.
So what are you working towards right now, whether that be in the wrestling world or in your real life?
Um, outside, I guess just be the best mom I can be. Wrestling lately, it hasn't been so much the wrestling aspect. I've been doing a lot of graphics for companies. So at least if nobody remembers me for the wrestling, remember me for the graphics.
Exactly.
I
And
enjoy doing.
you're still involved in the world. So whether it be with your wrestling or with the graphics, what do you feel like progress looks like for you at this stage?
I feel like the graphics are progressing more than the wrestling. If I'm tooting the horn, but I definitely need to progress my ass back into the ring and knock the ring rust off. So hopefully one day I can, do matches again and all that. But
So, if you do come back to the ring and do matches, what type of matches or moments do you want to chase in the future? Whether that be opponents or match types or certain promotions you'd like to wrestle for.
um I'd like to return to focus. Definitely at least one more time. Um
My camera came out.
oh no.
There we go.
Um
Oh, come on.
at this point I feel like I just want to have fun and wrestle my friends. Whatever it is, deathmatch, um regular wrestling. Stipulations, I'm down for whatever as long as it's not JB Anderson and a goddamn kendo stick.
Kendo stick. I figured he'd be worse with the carpet strips.
Luckily, all the times I've had carpet strips with him, I've been his teammate. I've been the tag team partner, so I haven't really dealt with him too much. Just him with a kendo stick fucking sucks.
All right. So we are heading into the end of this, but these are all the super, super important questions.
Ooh.
So, if your life was to be turned into a reality show, what would it be called?
Oh, good lord! Don't watch this. Yeah, let's go with that. Ain't nobody want to watch it. My life is boring.
Well, to change that boredom, if you could instantly become famous for something completely random, what would it be?
Good lord. I honestly have no idea.
Completely
You
random.
got me on that.
First thing that comes to mind.
My ability to annoy the people that live in my house. Boom. I'm so good at that.
That works. So, if your personality had a theme park ride, what type of ride would it be?
Good lord. What was the beginning part of that? I feel like I
Your
got
person if your personality was a theme park ride.
my personality. Oh my goodness. Those the obvious choice would be a roller coaster. No. There's this one ride at this theme park. It's Storybook Land. They have these turtles that spin really fast and then they go around. Yeah. Definitely
So
that one.
kind of like a tilt-a-whirl
Something like that. Yeah.
or kind of like a teacup almost maybe.
But faster. I don't know why that ride's in there with small children, but
So you are opening your own bar. What is the vibe and what is your signature drink?
it's definitely the biggest dive bar you can think of. I am dive bar person. Uh signature drink, definitely Red Bull and vodka.
All right. If you could swap lives with anyone for a day, not wrestling related, who would it be?
Oh, you're making me think. Oh no. Um, one of the housewives. I don't know why. It just seems like it'd be a fun to spend a bunch of money and have nothing to do with it.
All right. Your favorite fast food joint is giving you the Jess Moss value meal. What is the restaurant it's coming from and what is in the meal?
Oh, that's tough. Between McDonald's or Taco Bell.
That
Oh,
tends to be everybody's picks.
I feel like third pickings would definitely, unpopular opinion, Arby's.
Definitely unpopular. I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
I think we have
Every
one
once
in my state.
every once in a while I crave a beef and cheddar and I get it and I'm happy and I don't touch it for a year. But hmm, I'll switch it up. It's gonna be Taco Bell. Uh, lately I've been getting this flatbread. Apparently it's chicken, but I swap it out for steak, and it has cheese, and I'm happy little camper eating that. Definitely a Coke because Oh
Yeah, no.
no, nope.
Taco
Taco
Bell
Bell
serves
has Pepsi.
Pepsi.
Pepsi, definitely Pepsi. I am a Pepsi lady, wholeheartedly. Um,
Oh, we're gonna fight. I'm a Coke girl.
oh, this the thick syrup. I can't.
Pepsi's too
If I have
sweet
to,
for me.
the only Coke I like is vanilla Coke.
Ugh.
Ugh,
I'm
something about it.
don't like the favorite. I don't like the flavored sodas either. I'm weird.
It's the thickness. I can't handle it. It sits very heavy. That's
Ah,
my problem with
Coke, please sponsor me.
it. Just to be spiteful, just do Pepsi. Um, but yeah, definitely that flatbread. Definitely a Coke or Pepsi, and definitely Fiesta potatoes.
Oh. All right. So, last one. What is something about you that people wouldn't know unless they watched this podcast?
Probably that I am in my head way more than I should. I'm a psychopath in my own head. It doesn't come out
Um,
in the real world, I promise.
of course. Now, I have one last segment of this podcast. I hate to put you on the spot, but I'm putting myself on the spot because I don't have anybody prepared for it either. But
Ooh.
this is a segment that I like to call promo roulette.
Oh, good lord.
Still never gonna get over that intro music. I love that.
That was
So,
cool.
so I usually do this by having my previous week's guest choose a cartoon character or a character from a TV show for you to shoot a promo on. But I slacked because of WrestleMania. But oh, we lost your video. I think we may have lost you completely. It's loading. I'll give it a minute. I'm not sure if we lost her or not, but in the meantime, we do still have our t-shirts and sweatshirts for sale for pre-order. $20 plus shipping and handling for t-shirts and $45 for t-shirts for hoodies, my apologies. So, again, $20 shipping and handling for t-shirts, $45 shipping and handling for the hoodies. Let's try this. Do that. Bring back. All right. I think we lost her. Give me 1 minute. Her laptop died. Give me 1 minute. Checking in with her because her laptop died. Give her a moment to come back if we choose to. Well, Again, we'll go back to showing my merch. Again, we got t-shirts and hoodies. She's just running, trying to find her charger. She should be back shortly. Don't mind the intermission. I know, I'm texting weird. I didn't want to pick up my phone. Technical difficulties, y'all. We will be right back. Alrighty. Well, she unfortunately cannot find her laptop charger at the moment, so we are not going to be getting a promo roulette this episode. But with that being said, Jess does not have any upcoming shows, but if you do want to keep up with her and what she is doing, she is on Facebook under Jess Moss, and she's also on Instagram under Infamos, INFA Moss. So you can keep up with her on social media there, and we will be back later on tonight. I think this still says next week. This graphic is going to say next week, but it is for tonight. It is tonight, 7 p.m. We will be back with Miss Adriana Mosley. Thank you all for joining, and we'll catch you right back here at 7 p.m.